Is the experience of being inside the body merely a stage set arranged and colored in by the mind? A Swiss neuroscientist, Olaf Blank, was able to artificially induce out-of-body experiences in his patients. Working with a 43-year-old woman with epilepsy, Blanc had stimulated a specific area of her brain with mild electrical current, and she had the experience of floating upward and looking down at her own body. This illusion had many variations that could be deliberately brought on. Quoting the New Yorker article I mentioned previously, stimulating another location in the brain created the impression of a doppelganger standing out across the room. Stimulating a third created the sense of a presence, the feeling someone was hovering nearby, just out of sight. Metzinger found this research hard to interpret because he was committed as a philosopher to tracing experience back to the mind rather than taking the usual scientific approach that all mental events are the products of physical activity in the brain. But he eventually reached a conclusion consistent with the notion of mental models. Something like a radical breakthrough occurred. To quote, "It isn't just that we live inside a model of the external world. We also live inside models of our own bodies, minds, and selves. These self-models don't always reflect reality, and they can be adjusted in illogical ways. They can, for example, portray a self that exists outside the body or inside the body. This is a fruitful way to explain why living inside the body feels so convincing. We need it for stability and safety, to feel grounded inside our personal shelter. There are other ways to induce an OB, such as using the drug ketamine, which has mind-altering properties. VR stimulation is perhaps the most effective. For example, with a specific VR setup, you can see your own body standing in front of you with its back to you. And if someone scratches your back, you feel the sensation happening to the body you see in front of you, an eerie, distorting feeling. By remaining inside your body, you can avoid such distractions. And so it goes.